Death is inevitable, and life is a gift. Life and death are the only two things that are consistent in the cycle of our existence. Many of us in the world seek a change, needs a change. But that change begins with you. The less we complain and more actions we take towards making our society safe again rests in the hands of each and every individual, not just our governments. Many hands make life work. My father always told me that. The only way we're gonna discover the change we need is for everyone to comply. Everyone must do their part. Some men in this world are stubborn and may never find peace in their hearts. We may never be able to strip the violent tendencies from their hazardous cognitions and actions. But we can change ourselves. The change we need in this world can come if we all work together. This is a glimpse of our world.
News at this hour. Right now, a Maryland high school on lockdown after yet another school shooting.
Middle school in Noblesville, Indiana. What has become a familiar scene. Students appear to be evacuating, running from their own school after reports that there has been a shooter.
Good evening, and as we come on the air this Sunday night, America is just now coming to grips with what unfolded here in the early morning hours here in Orlando. A massacre at a gay nightclub.
Unusual fight in the Inland Empire. Friends arguing over who could ride in the front seat of a car. When it was over, one of them was dead.
Ignorance is a source owed credit to the lack of safety. Majority of you are willingly ignorant on how to be safe and then complain about the atrocious circumstances that have and will befall our lives. There are 3 things you need to learn to be safer. Now the very first thing we need to learn is the universal language. The universal language is love itself. We need to stop with all this self-sought segregation and realize, though there are various species of animals, like different birds or different fish, for example, there is only one human race. We are not animals, so stop separating each other like we are animals. Love each other. Love your neighbor. Love your enemy even. Avoid your enemy, of course. I mean, that won't make you safer, but love. It is an important key to our safety. The second thing we need to learn about is mental disorders. We have to learn about the different disorders there are, the signs of people that may potentially have an episode triggered from a certain event, and how to protect yourself and avoid certain situations. Some disorders people are born with, and some can be developed. We may not be able to stop some individuals from being born with mental disorders, but we can prevent some people from developing mental disorders or mental instabilities like depression, paranoia, PTSD that stem from abuse. And we can prevent that with the universal language, the first step, which is love. Now, just because you've taken the initiative to learn a few things about mental disorders doesn't give you the right to go around diagnosing people. Let's leave that to the professionals. This information you need to learn is strictly for your own safety, not to tell people there is something wrong with them. Keep in mind, you are not a doctor. Most of you aren't even counselors. So leave the diagnosing to professionals, but learn about mental disorders and how to avoid certain situations. Now, the third thing is self-defense. Self-defense is an umbrella term, people. The schema representing self-defense comes in many forms. Although combat skills are needed for self-defense, self-defense also consists of learning how to avoid dangerous situations. If you can avoid dangerous circumstances, why wouldn't you? Learn a little more about your surroundings. Learn a little more about your neighborhood. Watch the news, okay? Know what's going on in your society. Knowing this can be a significant aspect to your personal safety. There are tons of videos out there about combat skills and avoiding dangerous situations, and I suggest that you check them out. These are just 3 things we should start educating ourselves about if you want to feel safer. Putting your fate in your own hands and taking precautionary measures will allow you to be safer. If you guys would like me to make another video, because I have a lot more to say about this, hit that like button and subscribe button. You can personally contact me through Facebook and Instagram if you have any personal questions or you want a life coaching session. I am a life coach, and I know that this video is different from other videos that I make, but it is as important as being successful, because you can't be successful if you're dead, So go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.